She's off to the junkyard. She's off to the junkyard, guys. I couldn't finish it, so I'm just gonna get 200 bucks for it. 200 bucks for her. What's going on, LFATV? This is your boy Luis, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. A much needed episode, I would say. Does it look like I have like a weird background right now? Yes, it is. That's because I'm actually under my truck. Anyways, a lot of things have kind of been on standby, and I promise you guys, I know I told you guys in a previous video that I would let you guys know exactly what the heck is going on. And but it's nothing, no bad news, nothing crazy. It's actually good news, great news for me, and that's something I'm very excited about. As you guys can see, guess what that is? Yep, that's right, that's actually the Supra. And do you guys think it's good news? You guys think it's actually running? Am I gonna do a startup video for you guys right now? Sadly I'm not. The car is not done. Curly Fab is actually taking care of my intake manifold right now. There's a few things that I gotta do, a lot of stuff actually. I still gotta do wiring. I still gotta do my injectors and fuel pump, and after that is a tune. And if I'm completely honest with you guys, if I'm 100% honest with you guys, just with some of the circumstances that have been in my life currently, which are not bad, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take the Supra. The Supra's in Vegas this year. I know I am very bummed out. I am still going to try, and if I can, I will take it. But as it's looking right now, it's not looking too good. But I am still gonna go. I am definitely going, no matter what. I don't care what happens. If I have to get a rental, if I take my truck or something, I'm going. I wanted to meet some of you guys that have been watching for a long time, and yeah, I just want to shoot the whole event for you guys. But yeah, these next upcoming videos are probably going to be stuff that maybe I have shot before and I haven't showed you guys, or I haven't just uploaded. But yeah, enough talking. Let me get into these couple videos, these upcoming videos. If they're random, it's just footage that I haven't showed you guys that I want to show you guys. But anyways, if you guys are curious what the heck I'm doing under my truck right now, I had my freaking belt here. This thing is pretty darn loose. I was gonna increase the tension on it. It was making some noise for the AC compressor. But yeah, that's basically what the heck I'm doing. Another thing I'm doing, my freaking alternator took a dookie on my SC400. So I'm gonna go get an alternator and actually change that and record it for you guys. I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but yeah, I'm gonna record it just to get some content up, I guess. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how the heck to change an alternator. But yeah, let's get into this video. Enough talking. One little thing that I did, I just switched the batteries from my truck over to the SE just to make sure it wasn't the battery. And one thing I know why. So I was actually coming home from a very long trip, like a 2-hour trip, and you guys could see my darn battery's light just stays on, so that was an indicator that something was wrong. The good thing is that that's how many miles I traveled just on that trip. I was actually just doing whatever. But anyways, yeah, I got home and I saw the light came on, so good thing is that it didn't leave me stranded. But right now I'm gonna just test the alternator. So I got a little cheap voltmeter just to test it. Got the positive in the ground. I have the DC on 20, just anything above 12 or 15 or whatever. Turn it on. So as you can see, the car is off, so I'm getting 12 volts, 12.5 volts. Now another way to test it, people use the voltmeter on the actual alternator, but you know, I'm gonna just test it right here. So obviously the volts should go up once I start the car. So let me just go ahead and start the car. So let's see what the heck. And there you go. Bolts are the same, alternator is bad, so time to get a new one. Well guys, I had to wait like a week for the alternator to finally show up, but while I was at it, I got a new serpentine belt. You know, disconnected the negative just to always make sure. This is nothing crazy. I'm sure a lot of you guys have done simple stuff like this, but changing the alternator, it's basically 2 bolts that hold it onto the bracket on the bottom. You remove those 2 bolts, it comes free. You unplug the connector in the back, and then the positive cable that comes from the battery, and that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna show full detail because it's nothing special. And then I'm gonna throw on the serpentine belt. Even though my old one actually didn't look bad. It was done pretty much about 2,000 miles ago. That's how much, probably more, like 3,000. Ever since I've did the water pump, timing belt, seals, and all that stuff on the SC400. And yes, I have jack stands, guys. Being safe. I know a lot of you guys tell me that. But yeah, let's change this out. Beautiful evening here in Arizona. So I came to the bottom, and then I was basically gonna start removing the darn bolts. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of oil here. I don't know where exactly it's coming from, but I'm wondering if that kind of contributed to the faulty alternator. Maybe, maybe not, who knows, but any oil leaks is not a good thing nonetheless. So I kind of got to figure out where that's coming from. I'm guessing it's the valve cover. Alright guys, I don't know if you guys could see, but the alternator pretty much sits right there. So it's literally 2 bolts, so nothing crazy. Honestly, the hardest part is to get where is it at? The hardest part is to get this darn plug off, because after years, you know, it kind of gets stuck on there. But that's honestly the hardest part of it. Anyways, it's 2 bolts. I believe the leak is coming from right there, guys. I don't know. It's my power steering pump. I don't know if the whole thing is going out, or I do remember changing these lines a while ago, so I don't know if it's coming from right there or if it's just the whole pump that is going out. But anyways, I'm gonna double check these lines, make sure they're completely tight, and hopefully that doesn't affect the new alternator. I'm assuming it probably will, which kind of sucks because I don't have a pump right now. But yeah, let me see what I can do. Alright, good news, guys. It seemed like this part right here was pretty loose, so I ended up just tightening all that up, and hopefully that stops any type of leak. I'm hoping that's what the leak was coming from, was that connection right there. So basically I tightened it up pretty good, and yeah, I'm gonna now put the alternator back on. I wanted to just double check where the oil was coming from, so it seemed like it was coming from that. So I basically tightened it up, and hopefully it stops the leak. Alright guys, new alternator's on. I know for the WinUZs, they're pretty much all the same way. It's pretty much a bolt on the top, and then the bolt right there in the bottom. Depending on the LS400s, I know from what I've seen online, there's a couple of lines that run across right here, right behind the sway bar, and that prevents the alternator from coming out through the bottom right here. So if you're working on the LS400, I know those lines kind of go across right here fortunately for the SC400s, they kind of just bolt up right there with the same bracket. So when you pull that bolt out, those little lines for the power steering kind of move out the way too, so you could pull it out from the bottom. But anyways, all I really got to do now is to put the serpentine belt back on and yeah, give it a crank and see if that fixed the issue. Alright guys, there you go. Serpentine belt's on. Double check, make sure it's correctly on all the pulleys. Know what I mean? And if you don't know the orientation, you know, just follow the sticker on your specific car basically. And if not, there's a lot of pictures online on how to specifically route the belt. But let's turn the key and see how it goes. Alright, let's do this. And there you go. Everything's working properly. We in business now, guys. Alternator was bad. But yeah. Well, alright guys, that's pretty much it for this short little vlog. I was just doing some little maintenance on the cars, the truck. It stopped squeaking, the belt was a little loose. And then the SC400, the alternator went out, and I basically was waiting for like a week for the new alternator to come in. So I waited for that. It came in, I changed it, we got a new serpentine belt on it, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be checking for the days to come to see if me tightening up that power steering line actually stops the leak, because the last thing I want is for all that oil to be leaking onto the new alternator. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. Some news, I got an exciting update tomorrow. Today's Friday night. I'm gonna actually be uploading this today, so if you're watching. And Saturday, I got a fun and exciting update tomorrow, so I'm gonna be recording that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this little short vlog, guys. Peace out, on to the next one. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the like button, and yeah, let's get it.